Good evening. Is today March 6th? It's spring, sunny day. Today is Saturday. My daughter come over. She's bring me flowers and make my day today. And when talking about my life, my story, what's going on past 2 weeks, it's very hard for me. A lot is going on. I don't have any more engagement ring. Reason is we come in that decision be together, engagement and everything, because I'm a Christian. I don't want to be sleeping with men with no blessings, with no right decision through my families and my kids. I'm a very open person. I don't hide nothing, and I don't afraid to tell the truth. Sometimes we have to make in our decision. God gave it to us choices. I'm a lot of times told you about this. When God gave it to you choices, you have to make in your decisions. How? Decision making is hard part in our lives. Most. You have to have experience, you have to have wisdom, you have to have evidence and everything. But when you go to a relationship, baggages what we have in our lives don't have to be in it, that new relationship. This is number one issue I have with my ex-fiance. I don't need his baggage. I too much go through my life and I pass it all my baggages. I throw out of my boat 100%. But I tell my story. I don't nothing shame to tell the story. It's a lot of people living same way, with hard way, a lot of people. But God planned to teach us through this, through our experience. If God don't teach it, this school of life, it's a lot of things you have to learn. Experience and wisdom is not free, you have to earn it. How earn it? You have to through faith of God. If you want to have good experience, if you want to bad experience, you opposite side of river. I already told about this. I'm a river. I always read it as I love that expression. And rivers never go to reverse. So try to live like a river. Forget your past and focus on your future. Always be positive. You know, if you always thinking about what's going on with you and the previous, it is hard. It is very hard. Remember I tried to forgive my first husband so long, what he's done for me. It's the damages. My ex-fiance, he's telling me I don't have a good relationship with men. I don't never have a good relation with men. It's okay though. I don't have an anger man. There's a human. I'm a woman and I'm the mother. I have situation, life-threatening, when I have to protect myself first and protect my children. Nobody can tell me that is not truth. That is exactly truth. Real parents, he's never give up at children. 100%. Through faith of God, the will of God, I take my responsibility for my daughter. She's over 40 years old. Beautiful Christian lady. She's always with me. All my life. From my pregnancy. From first my day pregnancy, I feel her. 100%. I'm a person who has very sensitive neurological system. I'm very sensitive and I'm very kind. My father write poem. My daughter translate and send it to me next time I'm reading that poem. About me when I'm 9-10 years old. How he's write about me. I'm already almost 60 years old. After 50 years I realized that poem, it is about me. God give it a character when you in a mother stomach inside. When you just started, God give you already everything, your reasons. And my Father always teach us believers. Living in Siberia, Siberian rivers, it's very, very strong and powerful on the earth. Cold and very strong. Swimming on Siberian river, it's have to be very brave. A lot of people drown right there because it's very strong river. But I'm all over the Russia. I'm in Muslim countries too. I already told we have half country in Muslim. Besides Siberia and Central Russia, and Ukraine and North Caucasus and Western and Eastern, we have big country. Russia is very big country, big property. You have everything right there. And I know what is this river, how it looks in Siberia, in Asia, in Muslim countries. I remember I told my story about mountains when camp a lot of people with my father, and I fell from river of mountains. It's very cold, and there's waterfall right there. I fell from that waterfall. I know what is this power rivers. I'm drowned 3 times on the reel in my life, and I told you that story. But I always tell a river, because river it's hard experience in life, but never reverse. Always what I have behind, I'm always positive, I move on. I can't stop. I don't have time for this. I don't want nobody accused. If I see in relationship, one reason I won't go to move faster, because I want to know, testing that person, do I want to marry him or not? I have a kids. I have teenager son in my responsibility still, and this is number 1 red flag. I have 4 red flags. 3, I say it's enough. 4, we're done. Nothing wrong with that. This is reality. He's very good man, very kind, very good hand have. He can do and build it everything. Notice this very professional hand. He can do anything. But I can't be babysitting him and healing him from his previous life, and it's hard for me. Bring it in my place, that everything, it hurts my feeling too. I'm a human being. I start have an anxiety when I go to sleep. I don't feel like that. I told my daughter today about an anxiety. I start have an anxiety last month, and she said, "Mom, why you don't tell me?" But I won't figure out myself. I'm allowed to. This is my life. And I'm citizen in America. I'm a freedom woman. I have already previous relationship and marriages. I have enough. I better stay alone with no man. I won't follow the God like I used to do. I'm a Christian woman, and I always follow him. He is my Lord. He is my husband. He's taking care of me always. In Christianity, I don't want exchange for pleasures that world. Fantasy world I never living. I living in real world. For me, sexual life, pleasures of that world, or greediness, or qualities, cars and houses and everything that material, for me it's existing. For me, number 1, I won't go to heaven. I won't be right there with my father and mother. I won't be right there with my kids. Me and my house, my home, I want to be with God, living with will of God. This is how I'm born. This is how I'm raised. My father and mother raised our family right, all kids. But we're making choices and decisions ourselves. It's always you have to make your right choices. I'm almost 60. I want to retire. I want to enjoy my retirement. I want to retire with peaceful. I know my character is very strong. First, married to immigrants, Americans and Russians and Ukraine or Indian. Of course, you need no culture when you married an immigrants, right? I already learning Americans. But he's never learning Russians. It's hard for him to handle me. He can't keep up with me. I'm too energetic person. My daughter called me tornado. My daughter called me tank. Never give up, always fight. Because it's my right. I'm a fighter from my childhood. For Jesus. For Christianity I fight. When I little baby start fight. Because in Soviet Union everybody bully us and discriminate us all the time, laughing at us and thinking we're so stupid and crazy people in the world, Christian people. But we're there still. Our families grow very good. God bless our family, my father generation. Right now everybody start to investigate, murdered my father, why murdered my father in Russia, Soviet Union through church leaders. Why my father murdered? What happens with church? In my ex-fiancé, we listened 60 Minutes last Saturday or Sunday. They talking about, 2 Sundays ago, they talking about QAnon organization, corruption, churches start corruption with from 1960, even before, through Catholic Church, UK, and Muslims and Russians, and they created that communism. Can you imagine what is this communism? People don't understand at all what is this. This is religion. Same like Buddha. Communism is religion. They know how they play their success in his religion. They have a lot of people right there. Army people. Different countries. But they know how they play. Only one America separate right now from government and religion have freedom. Between America give it to people freedom of speech, freedom of religion, all earth right there, all religion right there. What America have religion? Christian religion America have. Born how? Where is come from people to America from all over the country, a lot of Christian people. My father loved America because of that freedom of religion. He is dreaming to go to see churches in America. I know God gave to me that present because my father, God gave to me character of my father. I'm very risky person always. I never stop to be afraid something. I'm always move like a strong river, Siberian river. I'm working with Secret Service too. I know how you treat the people and I have a very good experience. But I don't like hurts nobody. When you love somebody, you can't hurt. A smart way in my age and his age to living separate right now. I don't know what's happened next, and he don't know either. We both of, like normal human adult, decided together what we have to do in future, what I want to, what he's want to. It is best way to peace, have a peace between us. It's hard, it's very hard. For me, it's very hard for him. It's nobody like their fault either. I have a lot in my plate, and he's have a lot in his plate. Health issue too. I want to take care of myself. Last visit of my doctor, I have one more diagnosis, and she's proposed me I have to do surgery, but she's told me last visit that surgery is very risky for me. I have sinus, some low, have to remove it, but it's risky for me because it's been 32 surgeries, and I can't be bleed out because it's rather virus is so close, and dryness later is be for my retirement is not good friends. I'll be suffering all the time. I don't want that. She is proposed me no milk diet, free milk diet, no cow fat anywhere in my diet, and I'm ready to start doing this. I start learning my new life. I start using not milk, start using almond milk, creamer. I don't drink so much milk, just only with coffee. And I like it. I find my choices. Now I have to learning how to find cheeses, have a lot of it, lamb and cashew cheese and a lot of different kind. I have to just study everything again. Again, I have to study something new for me. I'm still on a recovery from open brain surgery pack. I'm still recovery through July. And have new surgery, she say, it's very risky for you, Tatiana. She's tell me, I'm your age, she's 60, I'm 59. And if somebody tell me, I don't want to do this surgery for myself. You can do it this by different, because no milk diet calm down your sinuses, infection is shrink it, and I can open my nose, and I have severe sleep apnea. When I sleep, I don't breathe. It's hard sometimes making decision, right? But you have to, because you age. I want to still keep going. I still working full time. I still have my business. I still have 17 years old boy, teenager in my hand, who I have to help grow. It's hard for him time right now. You know, I'm always thinking about experience of my parents, what they be doing with my situation. I start thinking and I start praying. My daughter praying, my sister praying. I have people around me who I can talk and figure out what is best way for me, for my age, my health, because I'm healthy right now. I want to be keeping healthy. I take care of it very strong myself. But doctor advices, what is good for me? They put on right direction. You know your body, know what you have in your body, and everything it works. God gave it a talent these people to take care of human. This is temple of God. Have to be always clean for God. I take care of health, my health, and I also want to take care of my mind. I give it to God, and my soul. When my soul starts hurt, I don't want that feeling. I don't want to have an anxiety. I'm better to stay away for reason to stay healthy. For my kids. My kids don't have nobody in America. Only me. I don't have nobody in America. I few days ago very upset about my son. It's so hard for me right now. But I have a good and bad always, good and bad. He's get a good job and he's more working than Chick-fil-A. It's good. And I talked to athletic director at Kalamazoo Central, called me and about his Michael future. We really have nice conversation, and he said, Tatiana, he's not forgotten child. We love Michael. He's a good boy. And he's still working out every day. He's working and working out every day, and have school is hard. I listen as Dr. Phil show. On a Thursday, have a mother asking help with her daughter, same age like my son. She's going through that difficult stuff too, with that COVID. A lot of teenagers, and Dr. Phil tell in Arizona, very bad situation, a lot of teenagers with that age, suicide. And they, two mothers, give it an interview, they same situation like my son have. And they tell we're not willing at all, they can do this. Very handsome. I feel sometimes I have to painting my son with color, white and black, like zebra. To his become involved in that society, because he is have friends, good friends from Arabica, Arabian family in a high school, and he's knowing her brother and friends. He's her friends in they together in high school, and but religion don't let them be boyfriend girlfriend and talking each other on the phone. They start talking, they start like boyfriend girlfriend. They brother found out, and they start creating enemies to my son. They start blocking. They blocked them both. They sneak in few times, and brother again betraying her, and they won't send her back to Dubai. My boy is so devastated. He said, "This is America, Mom. Why they making America to convince the religion stuff? It is truth. Why Muslim come in right there in America to Christian country and don't respect others? How he's have to feel?" And other boy, he's from Arabica, come in, his friends, and he's tell my father don't want me go to war 17, he's 18. I say, how? No, in Arabican religion you can't go to work just only after 18. And he's sneaking, and he's beat him up all the time. And I tell him, pray please, baby. And he say, Mama Roa, I pray every day, million times, it's nothing works. What I have to tell him? I love Muslims. I'm grown up, I'm born in Muslim country, and I'm graduate from school in Muslim country, and I start working in Muslim country, and I'm Russian, I'm Christian woman. We don't have used to fight like this. This all over the world, everywhere, is have that problem between religion and government inside of humanity. They a lot of haters about this. How we can solve that problem? My sister sent me a message in Turkmenistan as president may tell on a big parade and media and everything. He's a prophecy, he's a Moses, and he's changed money and financial everything. People run away from that country right now, try to survive. They don't have no food, they everything dictate, very bad dictate, different religion. He's a prophecy Moses right now, president of Turkmenia, used to Soviet Union. When I'm graduate, when I'm going to work, what just happening in the world? Only, I want to tell you today, Jesus is coming, 100%. Prophecy of Bible, my father studied with us when I little. 40 years ago, I remember, it's coming out today. His write poem last 6 years of his life, and how church betraying in Russia, the government, his write poem. Right now that poem start shine up in the Russia. A lot of people have interviews and already everywhere in media. Poem of my father. Everybody say how he's know that happens. How he's know God open. He is study sister Yelena White from Belton Creek. when she is God open for her prophecy and she's write everything to books. I love and study her books when I little, and she's exactly tell everything what's going on right now. My father studied that. He's write poem. He's read the Bible. He's New Testimony write everyone words writing, rewrite from Bible by himself in reading, and we're learning, we study a lot of Bible story when I'm little. A lot of people come in our house, a lot of pastors. They created new churches. It's so beautiful I ever see in my life. Real church. Right now, we don't have churches anymore. What's going on 1960s, 1990s, 70s? All over the world. Catholic churches was molestation of children to purify things, to sacrifice to children. Like Egyptian. Why Egyptian and Christian churches? The possible that can be happens. America, Christian country, how many people die for freedom, for Christianity in America? I know that story. When I little, I learned that story in Soviet Union, communist dictate country. We have a families who's learning that story in America. Beautiful. We followed that Christian churches. My father's sacrifice. Now his name up again. I'm so proud of I'm his daughter. And I just start thinking about what is, of course it's not easy for me. We right now separated my ex-fiance. It's really not easy. But it's right things to do. I don't want to stop at my Christianity. I won't go to, it doesn't matter, it's hard. Or not easy. I know God always has exit for me. God always protect me. God always support me. I show him my Christianity, 100%. But I know a lot of men told me in Russia and in America I'm a very strong person. It's so hard to handle me because I'm training. I survive a lot. Myself. God training me. Government training me. My father training me. I have a lot of training. America training me too. When I come into America and how I learning America through difficult times. And it's hard to handle strong woman as a no Christian. That's why I won't give up on my life to find a man. I don't want to go to a dating site anymore. I used to. God gave it to me strongest and strongest. I always pray and ask God. It's Isaiah chapter 40. It's verse 31st. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. It's beautiful words. My father. That words I remember from probably 10 years old, 14, 13, when we already start speaking about Jesus. I'm missionary when I'm 11. I start working when I'm 11. Because we need money. Officially I start working 14. I have a documentation from 14 years old start working. God showed me everything. I never doubt to my Father, and He's in my husband too. Isaiah chapter 54. I always pray with that chapter. Start with verse number 4. And I start thinking about what is I want to be in my life. And I want to tell you, this is what I want to be, always to be. It's Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. This is what I want to be, always. I want always living God will, because only He never betrayed me. Only He always walked with me all my life. This is my book. I learning from my childhood. My father teach us. I'm thankful to my father. Strong man, discipline us right, with love and respect and passion. And my mother alone from 40 years old, my father murdered it when she's 40. And I remember when we moved from Ashgabat to Razan, close to Moscow, where is my father funeral cemetery. When we buy house, it's insurance agent come in, because the house need be have insurance. And my mother, she's a loyalty person. She's a queen. She's invite him. She's know how to invite a guest and propose herself. She's wife of pastor, legend pastor in Russia. How many people come over in our place, in our house? She's always wise. She's trained by God to be successful woman in that world and be queen in the family. And good wife and a pastor, legend pastor. She's invite him in the table in the kitchen. Me and my other sister, we watched that everything. We just like listen, and we younger and we're oldest in our family. Helpers, two helpers of my mother. After my father, we lost the father. And that man is probably same age like my mother, 40 something. And he's divorced, he's widow. And he's having from acne, face damage, skin, and he's looking at my mom. She's telling him story why she's by house, why she's moved, she's lost her husband, she's have 11 children, and he's looking at her. I never forgot that story. Her face is everything for me. And he say, Fate, married me. You have 11 children. I'm a good man. I'm a widow. I take care of your kids. You are so beautiful woman I ever see. And my mother, she's widow, she's just like, don't have even ear. Like my father passed away. She's still in that grave feelings and everything. She's still grieving. And she's sit and turn face, and he's very slow motion, like a queen, and looking at him and right straight on his eye, and told him, I don't know how she's did, but me and my sister were frozen. She say, I don't want anymore washing stinky socks and underwear. No one man, I have enough. And she sit back. He all sweating, have purple face, red purple. He can say anything. He's holding that pencil with paper. He's working on that insurance cover to house and property. His hands shaking with that pencil. He's sweating very much. And he's, after like probably 2 minutes, he said, "I'm so sorry. You're a strong woman I ever see. Nobody we can tell me like that." You know, agency in Russia, insurance agency, they all work for government, they all communists. Because Russia, they have system. They making money from people through legal, through government. They don't have agency like right there. You can free to choose what you want to be. No, you call the government building like White House and tell, "I needed at my house. I needed somebody come over and look in everything." And they come in and send the people making appointments and everything put on paper, sign up, and then go to back in that office, give it to that paper, and that's it. We're talking about control right now, right? Through technology. But it's no technology back in the day. They control it, no technology. More worse. They know everything, your step after steps. All people. How that happens. What that experience KGB have. And I survived right there. My childhood, and when I'm divorced first time, I go through difficult, second time in America. I love my life, I learning a lot, and I don't want to be no enemies anybody. I pray for my ex-fiancé. This, what I can do, I help him what I can. It's nothing we're total opposite people. I'm total opposite world with him. With everything. It's hard. I don't want to be, potato in my life over and over and over. No. It's not with me. I better be alone. I'm okay with that. I don't want that pleasures, that world and fantasy strand that over and over. No. I'm a river. I want forward, move always forward. It's hard, but I know I have good result. And start sleep good is already plus. Nobody control my son is already plus. Teenagers is hard, and I expect that. I know a lot of women tell me before when I go to dating sites, Tatiana, you have teenagers, be very hard for you find a man. I know that. It's difficult. Teenagers is, but I have my responsibility. I raise him. I know him. I know his character. But I give a shot. It's okay. I have a lot of fun. We're a lot of laughing. We still have a good, something happens around us. Good happens. Nothing bad happens. He's a good man. But we're total different people. I wish him luck. He's missed his children, that's for sure. I wish him luck with everything and recovery. And I still continue on doing my show because I want a lot to tell you about what's going on right now in the world, everywhere. And I have still a lot of story, little by little, more and more I cannot tell story because people start a lot of asking question in Russia, what happens? Only 2 sisters can tell exactly what happens. Our memory is still alive. But I want to tell you one more thing. I have possibility, I find nephew in America. Possibility again. I'm so happy have him. We'll see what can go through that. I give you to later that story through ancestry. I love ancestry. I know now who I am. It's beautiful story I have. But Remember, some secrets you can't tell. It's better be like that. Keep it that way. Life always has story, good and bad, but together experience is beautiful things. And river, strong river, moving forward, it is beautiful things to watch it. It's a power. And stay tuned. Now one time a week I can come back at my show and tell my story. Maybe I will invite somebody sometimes, and I don't know how go everything, what is going next. I will wish with open school and my boy can go to school. That's my wish, but they close through 1st September now. It's hard. We have difficult life right now, but we're still there. We don't give up on our lives. We keep up, keep and go. Be kind, be honest, be truthful, and we have a hope and love in the houses. You have a good night. Stay tuned.